I am the correspondent for the Stars and Stripes, Lieutenant Hobble. The United States and its allies present surrender terms to the Japanese with Potsdam Declaration. This said, in effect, that Japan must become a democracy. The Japanese rejected this, stating, "We cannot consent to the unconditional surrender under any circumstances. Even if the war drags on, so long as the enemy demands unconditional surrender, we will fight as one man, the enemy in accordance with the Emperor's command." After much debate and regret, President Harry Truman and the U.S. allies agreed to drop the first atomic bomb, the executive order read. Chosen for the mission were 11 members of the 509th Composite Group. Today is August 6, 1945, and you are there. The crew is on board a special B-29 bomber, named after Colonel Paul Tippett's mother, Enola Gay. The specially trained crew are Colonel Paul W. Tippett Jr., pilot and aircraft commander; Captain Robert A. Lewis, co-pilot, Enola Gay's assigned aircraft commander; Major Thomas Furby, bombarder; Captain Theodore Dutch Van Kirk, navigator; U.S. Navy Captain William S. Deke Parsons, weaponeer and bomb commander, due to his advanced knowledge of atomic weaponry; Lieutenant Jacob Baser, radar countermeasures; Second Lieutenant Morris R. Jepson, assistant weaponer; Technical Sergeant George R. Bob Carn, tail gunner; Technical Sergeant Wyatt E. Dunsbury, flight engineer; Sergeant Joe S. Starbuck, radar operator; Sergeant Robert H. Schurdman, assistant flight engineer; Private First Class Richard H. Nelson, VHF radio operator. Carrying a bomb nicknamed Little Boy, and in the hopes of all the American people that the Japanese will surrender and the war will be over. The Enola Gay was accompanied by 2 unarmed planes, Great Artiste and Necessary Evil. These planes are carried only by cameras. The Japanese radars picked up the 3 B-29 planes, but only sounded the air raid sirens. They were thinking this was a normal airstrike.
I am Colonel Paul Tibbets. I am in charge of this very important mission. We're flying from the Tinian Islands into the United Islands. This is about 6 hours from Hiroshima.
I am Captain Deke Parsons. I am in charge of arming the bomb, which is named Little Boy. The commander wanted me to arm the bombs prior to takeoff. I know how deadly these bombs are, and I refuse to endanger the lives of the many men at Northfield Air Base. So I armed the bomb at 31,000 feet above the drop point. While arming, I cut my hand pretty badly. I guess what you could say is Little Boy's taken its first blood.
Morris Jepson, assistant weaponeer. Oh my God! A bright light is filling the entire plane. We're being hit by the shock. shaking the plane violently. We are about 11.5 miles away from the drop site, and still the plane is cracking and crunching and melting into the despair.
August 6, 1945, America dropped an atomic bomb on the Japanese city of Hiroshima in hopes of ending the war in the Pacific. A second bomb would be dropped on Nagasaki 3 days later.
Down among the ruins, Emperor Hirohito surveyed the smashed wreckage of Japan's industrial cities before his final decision to surrender.
The total devastation caused by the bombs forced
I am Captain Robert A. Lewis, and oh my God, what have we done? We are returning to the base in silence. We had just seen a city the size of Dallas disappear and be covered up by fire and smoke.
Most of the crew is unaware that it is an atomic bomb equivalent to 15 kilotons of TNT. The atomic bomb was dropped on Hiroshima at 8:15 a.m. their time. The first atomic bomb killed 90,000 to 166,000 people. 3 days later, a second bomb was dropped on Nagasaki. 6 days later, on August 15, 1945, Japan surrendered to the Allies. Much controversy still surrounds the atomic bombings in Japan. The Enola Gay is in the Smithsonian.
I'm Captain Dutch Van Kirk. I am the navigator. I pray no man will have to witness this sight again. Such a terrible waste, such a loss of life. We have unleashed the first atomic bomb, and I hope there will never be another. I pray that we have learned our lesson from this for all time, but I am not sure that we have.